Hey everybody, and welcome back to 30 Days of Halloween with yours truly. So before we kick off with Vampire Wars, I thought I'd start off with a little bit of a story. So the other day my eldest posted some sort of meme about a Ouija board, and it kind of jogged back a memory that I remember from my younger years when, we're all young adults and a titch on the irresponsible side. So let's go ahead and talk about that for a bit. Really bizarre, and I really wish I still had the photograph, and maybe I still do, but it's probably buried. And my husband called me pack rat, but it's not really. I've gotten significantly better at only keeping the things that mean something to me, with the exception of my backlist of print books I have to finish reading. I have stacks of them everywhere. But if I ever do find this photo, I will try and add it to the video. So many years ago, like I said, when you're young and foolish and you do a lot of things for shits and giggles, me and a bunch of friends decided to create our own Ouija board. We all sat down in my kitchen floor, like we moved furniture out of the way to accommodate. There was like 10 to 12 of us. And so we made it. And of course, nothing happened. But the strangest thing at that time was, and I didn't notice it until like later that week when I had the film developed from that night, from all of us getting together and, talking witchy things and hauntings and stuff like that. There was a picture where there was a young man and on the other side of the couch, and there was smoke behind or around him. It was the weirdest thing because nobody was smoking in the room and hadn't for a couple of hours. So, and back then you could smoke cigarettes in your apartments. But the room had been aired out. There was no smoke, no nothing. No, the candles weren't in that area. They were all on the other side of the apartment. And when I processed the film, there was, I'm not kidding you, it was like how you see in special effects with smoke around him. Honestly, I'm sure there's a technical reason why that it looked like that, but most of us were pretty freaked out at the time after seeing the film process. And from my recollection, I don't remember anything strange or bizarre or whatever happening that evening, but I've never gone near another one. And although I contemplated on buying one as a gag gift for somebody that really annoyed the heck out of me, it just took remembering that moment, and it's like, I better not. Call me superstitious. But that's my story about a Ouija board, and maybe I might do a ghost story next in a couple of days, because I've had some pretty random, weird experiences. Just like in the earlier episodes of 30 Days of Halloween, I talked about that experience I had walking down the highway there with seeing shadows later at night and everything. I've had a good dozen of those experiences, so maybe I'll talk about another one that happened after I went to a graveyard for a walk and stumbled across a grave from a young child. So that died in the 1800s. But we'll save that story for another day. So if that's a teaser and a half, then keep on watching. Before we move on to Vampire Wars, I didn't get to watch any of the movies I mentioned the other day yet. The day is still young. We had a rough night with our dog last night, so honestly, I think my dog has a sixth sense, because from 3:30 on until 6 o'clock, and we checked the video cams for our property, and there was really nothing, but she was completely spooked. And we thought she had to go to the bathroom. Nope. She walked around our yard, and as far as we could tell in our security cam, there was absolutely no movement other than the trees and leaves, but she was acting as if somebody had been in the backyard, if you can imagine. So she had me and my husband up from 3:30 on, and I think we finally closed our eyes for another 2 solid hours of sleep, right around the same time my daughter was getting up to get ready for work. So, yeah, no stranger to strange things happening around here, or possibilities of a sixth sense and animals who are easily in tune. If you've got any experiences of your animals doing the same thing, definitely leave me a comment and let me know. But I will definitely share more shadowy experiences. And for the record, I wasn't on any drugs. I admittedly didn't have my first puff of marijuana till I was a week before I turned 20, something like that. So, and I don't do that stuff. So, yeah. And I haven't really had a whole lot of experiences in my middle years. So, yeah, I don't know. Is it something that younger people are more susceptible to when they're open to those ideas and concepts? I don't know. But we'll definitely tell you more stories about that sort of thing as we progress through the month. So, music. Let's talk music. Best soundtrack, hands down, and thanks for Charlotte McDonald for bringing it up on Facebook on yesterday, I think, was Queen of the Damned. Best soundtrack from beginning to end. As far as fitting the movie. Best soundtrack of all time, in my opinion. If you've got a favorite soundtrack for this time of year, any particular album, let me know what your favorite album is to listen. But I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to be listening to when I'm cleaning the house later today. So, Queen of the Damned. And that leads me on to our next Vampire Wars. So, as we know, 2 of Anne Rice's novels have been converted from book into film. And while I've watched them both numerous times, and while I don't agree with the casting for either movie, Queen of the Damned was particularly maybe my more favorite of the 2, if you can even call it a favorite. I thought it was a lot more well suited for the times. The acting wasn't so contrived. Is that even the right word? It didn't seem so forced. Stewart Townsend had a look that really suited Lestat more than the actor who I shall never name, because I just don't like anything he does or represents, and that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but I'm not a big TC fan at all. I've never liked any of the films he did, and frankly, I think he butchered The Mummy. The Mummy, like, that's one of my favorite movies. Like, with the original cast with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. I don't know how it's pronounced. The lady who's married to Daniel Craig. Any of you jealous? I am, but anyways, that's besides the point. Nobody tell my husband. Yeah, so Queen of the Damned is definitely my favorite of the two. I really hope somebody will step up to the plate and redo Interview with a Vampire and recast. I have to admit, Brad Pitt wasn't even the greatest choice for Louis. Actually, the first film I actually liked anything in him in was Troy. I think he was outstanding in Troy. I think he was in Benjamin Button too. That was a good movie as well. But yeah, so who played Lestat better? TC or Stewart Townsend? Yeah, right. I think those are the names. Yeah, so who do you guys pick? And I mean, there are other. I'm pretty disappointed that the television version won't be coming out. But who do you think would have played Lestat even better than those two had been casted? I'm not pretty sure who I'd like to see play as a vampire, but I know Gerard Butler. Was it Gerard Butler? He played in Dracula 2000. I didn't even like him in that, but he would have been a better alternative. Although, in all fairness, Antonio Banderas did an amazing job as I'm trying to remember his name. I will probably link it up here somewhere on the screen when you guys watch this. But Antonio Banderas, oh yes, him and his vampires epitomized everything that they stood for in Paris. Like, hands down, that casting was right. But the initial casting, I wasn't too crazy about. So yeah, can't wait to hear what you guys think about that. So who do you think did Lestat better? Is the question for Vampire Wars today. TC or Stewart Townsend? Can't wait to hear what you guys think. What else? What else are we going to talk about today? I apologize about yesterday. I really wanted to spend time with my grandbaby. It had been a couple of weeks since I had last seen her, so I really needed that. And all I had to say was Snapchat time, and she came running over, and she was so impressed with the little vampire filter with the coffin behind that she wanted to do it twice. My husband was completely creeped out, but she wanted that picture taken twice, and so Nana was obliged to do so. And they're pretty cute. I will try and include a little snapshot of it on here too, my little princess. So yeah, I think we're going to conclude Vampire Wars tomorrow, because Monday is a Canadian Thanksgiving, and we'll have my my grandbaby and my eldest here. Keep it low key for Thanksgiving, given Canada is in its second wave of the pandemic. So yeah, and I guess we'll take all the vampires we mentioned this week and leave it up to you guys to decide who is the all reigning vampire. And I know I didn't catch all the vampires I wanted to in this week, and that was mostly because I couldn't get to filming as much as I wanted to this week. I'm gonna try and get ahead with videos tomorrow morning as early as possible, and see if I can get at least 5 out of 7 videos done tomorrow. So, but we'll see. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. So can't wait to hear what you guys think, and thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and if you want to be notified when the next video goes up, definitely hit the notification bell. down below. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.